Hi, I'm Alex Mang, and I build Pearchy with my co-founder Amir. I'm a computer science student at UTM, so this pitch is a little like coming home. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you a venture that's already moving, the families it's for, and why icube is the right room for its next 90 days. Let's start with the problem, because it's the one most of us never see. Picture a parent in the grocery aisle, a toddler on one hip, holding a box of crackers. The ingredients are printed right there, but they can't trust their own read of them. Milk hides behind 24 names, the may contain line is vague, and one wrong guess can put their kid in the emergency room. The real problem isn't information, it's trust. Nobody can memorize hundreds of hidden ingredient names in 2 languages for every person at their table. No institution stands between a family and the label at the moment they decide, so people cope by shrinking their world. They buy the same dozen products they've already decoded, while thousands of products that would actually work for them sit untouched on the shelf, because nothing connects to them. And it's the hardest for families with the least room to spare. For a household living paycheck to paycheck, a reaction is an emergency room visit and a lost day of wages. For a newcomer who reads neither English nor French with confidence, the label might as well be blank. That's who we build for. Pearchy turns the label into one clear answer. You point your phone at any product, Pearchy reads the label with on-device computer vision, checks it against each person's profile, including the hidden names and the may contain line, and gives you one of 3 answers: compatible, avoid, or uncertain. It tells you exactly what it found, and on which line. Here's the moment that lands for parents. You tell Pearchy your child is allergic to milk, and 40 seconds later it reads a real Canadian label and says, "This declares milk, way means milk, and here's where." It reads English and French. It works offline in the aisle, and every screen says the same thing at the bottom. Based on declared ingredients, always verify the package, not medical advice. Pearchy is an information tool, and we built it to stay in that lane on purpose. You might think this already exists. It doesn't, not for Canada. Yucca, Fig, Olive were built for American shelves. They scan a barcode against a database, they miss Canadian store brands, they don't read French, and they skip the may contain line. Pearchy reads the actual label, in both official languages, covers all 11 Canadian priority allergens where the US list names 9, and every scan adds to a Canadian product database no one else has. Private label is about 1/3 of what Canadians buy, and it's invisible to those apps. That database is the moat, and it grows with every user. This isn't a slide deck idea. The app runs today across more than 30 screens. Let me walk one moment. You scan a box of cookies for your kid. Pearchy says avoid, and shows you the ingredient list with butter highlighted. You tap it, and it says, butter is made from milk. Then it offers a smart swap, a real product that fits, and hands you off to order it. One profile shows your whole family, from the grocery aisle to the restaurant to the birthday party. The piece people remember is the passport, a shareable allergy card with a QR code you hand a waiter or babysitter. They see that one card, nothing else from your account, and you can switch the link off. It's bilingual, and it's the calmest way I've seen to hand your child's care to someone else for an evening. We didn't write this pitch and then go looking for proof. We validated it on real spend first. 609 people are on our waitlist, and we brought them in at $3.40 each on paid ads. Nearly half came from a message aimed at newly diagnosed adults, which told us there are 2 buyers, not 1. We're a Halt Prize Canada Nationals team. We're an X36 finalist. We're in the Italia 360 cohort at York's Y Space, and our next step is concrete. A closed beta this term, the first 100 households pulled straight from that waitlist, with real usage and retention reported back. That demand is proven. What we need now is hands and time to turn it into a launched product. I'd say the beachhead is 2.6 million Canadians with a food allergy, roughly 1 in 13 people, and it's the market no US app serves properly. Our model is simple, and it's also the mission. The verdict is always free, so an allergy never becomes a paywall. We charge for depth, about $90 a year for an individual and $150 for a household. Yucca reached tens of millions of users on that same shape, so this is a real business, and the free core is exactly what keeps it accessible to the families who need it most. Amir and I have been friends since grade 11, and we've been building together through university. I own the product and the computer vision pipeline. I'm on the Dean's List at University of Toronto Mississauga, and I've won 6 hackathons, including a second place finish at Yale. Amir owns revenue and go-to-market. He grew a York Athletic Club by 400 members in 11 months, and landed Bearbells and Celsius from scratch. We both grew up multilingual, in the kind of diverse community this product is for, and it's personal. We watched close friends navigate every grocery trip by hand. If you're weighing whether to back us, let me answer 3 questions I'd be asking in your seat. Is the app real or a nice demo? The full experience runs today, and the live label reading is what we're wiring in now. I'll show you one real scan on a physical label on video so you don't have to take my word for it. Will people pay? We never charge for the answer, only for depth. At $3.40 to earn a sign-up, demand isn't our constraint. Is this serious or a student side project? Pearchy is our focus. We've put it in front of Next 36, Halt, and Italia 360, and it held up. We're asking you to help us launch it, not to admire it. So why icube? I'm a current UTM student, so this is my campus. Mississauga is one of the most multicultural cities in the country, and label reading is hardest exactly here for newcomer families. This is where the need is densest, and it's where we want to build, and we know what we'd use the program for. Student engineers to help build the backend and the data loop, grant support and zero draft to claim the SR and ED and IRAP funding our work already qualifies for, legal and privacy office hours for the real work before launch, Health Canada, CFIA, and our liability plan, press through to varsity and beta kit to seed the beta, and an advisor to hold us to a launch plan, which we take well. We're coachable, we ship, and we're local. Here's the ask. Give us a venture forward spot, and this term we put the free tier in the hands of our first Canadian families, and grow the database that makes a product better with every scan. Pearchy makes the next grocery trip calmer for 2.6 million Canadians no app has served yet. We'd love to build it here with you. Thank you.